Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 3, SKMM4533 System Design, Section 5. I am the group leader, Syahmi Basri bin Muhammad Saupi. Together with my members, Muhammad Azwar bin Cik Muhammad Asri, Muhammad Syafiq Aiman bin Akasha, Muhammad Syakir Ikram bin Muhammad, Ahmad Al-Hafiz bin Ahmad Mahzir. We are going to present our rehabilitation device for upper body. Let's talk about product benchmarking. I choose Music Love Hand Therapy as my product. This product focuses on wrist and finger. It works by motivating users to perform hundreds of therapeutic hand and finger exercises while playing an engaging musical game. Users simply put the music glove into his or her hand, plug the glove into their personal laptop or desktop, and press play. Users are the musician in this game, as colored dots float down the screen. Make the appropriate pinching movement to play the sound. The rehab stage covered in this product is from stage 3 to stage 5. The duration for rehabilitation is about 30 days, with 45 minutes per session and about 2 sessions maximum per day. Customers' recommended age for this product is around 40 to 60, but such cases from age 18 to 13 are rare. This product observes the mobility of patient's fingers, as it will keep track of the fingers and the speed of patient fingers when using a specific finger combination. The product advantage are it clinically proven to improve hand function within short times of usage. The helper does not need to be a certified medical assistant.
For product benchmarking, I choose Raphael Smartboard. Raphael Smartboard can be used for the elbow and shoulder. Their function is to develop user shoulder and improve their functional wrist and muscle control. For the process, Raphael Smartboard have a handle that patient can grab that is placed above the board, and it can be customized their exercise by selecting the game and constraining the degree of freedom in the handle. Raphael Smartboard covered stage 3 to stage 4 rehab. The cost of their product is RM40,000 to 10,000 ringgit Malaysia. And for rehab duration, Raphael Smartboard can be done by 4 weeks period, which is 30 minutes per day and 5 days per week. The customer that can use the Raphael Smartboard is neurological patient such as stroke and Parkinson. And for the age is between 60 to 80 years old. Their advantage for use the Raphael Smartboard is quantitative analysis of the patient condition and recovery through exercise evaluation. Their observation can be tracked by the patient progress during the exercise and display them on an integrated data. Thus, will increase their motivation to do the exercise.
For the product benchmarking, I chose electrical mini bike. Electrical mini bike is like a part of bicycle, but at the pedal part only. So the patient will use this machine. They will put their hand at the pedal, and the machine will rotate the pedal automatically. So when it rotates, it will help the movement of the arm, especially at the arm and at the shoulder. So how to use the machine? Firstly, we need to press the button that turn on the machine, and after that, we need to set the speed, the rotation, and the timer. But we need to see the patient condition first. This machine, it have different speed it can rotate, and it can rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise, and the timer, which is how long the patient will use this machine. So before we set this thing, we need to see the condition of the patient first. And the machine, it focus only stage rehabilitation from stage 2 until stage 4. The price of the machine is around 600 ringgit until 900 ringgit. Usually, patients who use this machine, they only take 2 until 5 months until they can recover to move their hand. And they use this machine 4 days per week. And this machine, it for the stroke patient who cannot move their hand, and it for the patient who around 50 until 70 years old, and it for any gender. So how to we observe the capability? We only see the speed and the timer that able for the patient use. So the higher the speed level and the longer the time that can be used or that can be able by the patient, the better of the condition of the patient. This machine, it can improve the joint motion when the hand follow the rotation, and after that it can strengthen the hand by increasing the level of the speed and extend the timer of the workout.
Okay, so for the product benchmarking, product name is the Upper Limb Mobility Rehabilitation Exoskeleton. So for the body part, we focus for both arm, wrist and shoulder. So for the function of the product is to support the patient arm with a minimal interference and to endure the high therapy dosage for a longer period of time. So the process of the product is the exoskeleton is put on a similar to a jacket secure at the waist, on the arms and wrists. It provides access to the shoulder point and scapula to help the therapist facilitate the movement. So for the rehab stage covered from stage 2 to stage 5, and the cost is for 3,000 ringgit and above. So for the rehab duration, every day in 3 to 4 hours per session, one session per day. So it allow use on a wide range of patient for any gender. So for my observation, it's a reduced gravity load and enable the patient to lift and use the arm with the only minimal support from the therapist, and observe the capability of the patient with the movement of their body using the exoskeleton, which provide full range of motion. So for the advantage of the product is the stabilization of the trunk through the exoskeleton allows improved active or assistive movement of the arms in sitting and standing. So the particular suitable for treatment at home, and lastly, it provide full range of motion for shoulder flexion and abduction.
Okay, for the product benchmarking, I choose the product exoskeleton system. The body part focus is hand and wrist, and the function of this product is divided by three functions, which is first assistive system. The patient perform the exercise, but the robotic system provide assistance during the whole routine. For the second function is an active system. It's not actuated, but can perform measurement. The patient is constrained to the appropriate range of motion, and the passive system are interactive and help the hand or wrist to achieve the correct range of motion. Okay, for the rehab, for the cost of rehab is above Rm 5,000 ringgit, which is because they use the robotic technology. The rehab duration for this product is once per week, and the result can be looked after 6 months. The device will be used by a wide range of patients, and the helper is just only one person. For the observation for this product, the system has the data provided to track the patient progress and can observe the movement, hand or wrist to achieve the correct range of motion.
Moving on to our product design specification. Our product focus on shoulder to hand for body part. Its function is to encourage neuroplasticity and to help patients restore their daily arm function, such as opening or closing the doors, grabbing, pinching, and pointing. The stage of rehabilitation is focused from stage 2 to stage 4, and our recommended ages for patient is from 50 and above. So we really recommend this to elder citizens. The duration of rehab is up to 3 or 4 months maximum, which for one session it took about 2 hours. Our product's capability is that it is suitable for outpatient rehabilitation, capable of supporting patient's arm with minimal interference, and also capable of improving the user's functionality such as muscle control and hand function. Our product's advantages is that it takes little space of installation and doesn't require a certified assistance. Means that you only can ask your family members to help you during this exercise.
For morphology check, we have come up with 5 major functions for rehabilitation device. For the first function is secure arm, second function is special move, the third function is reduce assist, fourth function is resist, and the last one is output reading. For the secure arm, for each function, we have 5 concept generation. For the first function, secure arm, we have back velcro strap, hanging strap, strapping strap, velcro strap, and bandage strap. For the second function, patient move, we have gear train system, motor, rack and pinion, hydraulic system, and cradle holder. For the third function, reduce assist, we have steel rod wave training sandbag, rack and pinion gear, additional wave ring, and wheel. For the fourth function, resist, we have elastic rope, finger blitzer, wave training ball, pulley system, and spring. For the last function is output reading, we have stopwatch, spring gauge, digital scale reading, steel protector, and speed scale. Based on this concept, each of our team will produce the concept generation for each individual. So this morphology chart can become our selection for our concept generation. For concept generation, based on the black line, for the first function, I choose pad velcro strap. This strap can secure the arm patient with the device. For the second function, I choose hydraulic joint. Hydraulic joint can assist minimal movement of stroke patient for stage 3. The ability of the system to return to its initial position is good for the stage 3 patient. So for the third function is rack and pinion disc. It can assist the movement to desired angle for the patient. The rod on the disc will move the arm for desired angle. For the fourth function, I choose spring. Spring can resist the desired movement of the arm for the stroke patient. The spring can be changed depend on the tension level required for the spring. And the fifth function is spring gauge. Spring gauge can monitor the reading at certain level. And spring gauge can measuring the force exerted by the hand patient when the patient move their arm.
For my concept generation, I choose to secure the patient's arm using the fifth concept, which is the bandage strap, because I believe it is the most comfortable one out of all 5. And next, I use gear train. It is like the helper will rotate the other side, and the patient's arm will move from the other side. This concept is suitable for stage 2 because at stage 2, most of the patient's arms are still numb, so they can't move it by themselves, but instead we let the helper help them. And moving on, for reduce and assist, for reduce assist, I choose to use wrist weight because I believe at this stage, which is the third stage, patients can actually move their own arm, but it is still numb. But let them wear the wrist weight and let them rotate it themselves to improve their muscle. The fourth, which is to resist, I choose to use weak ball because actually I believe that by using weak ball, we can move from macro rehabilitation to micro, and for preparing the patients to actually help them recover themselves by using this kind of rehabilitation. And for output reading, I choose stopwatch to record their time.
Okay, for the concept generation. Okay, the first is secure arm. I use the bandage strap that will help the patient arm to secure the movement of the arm. For the stage 2, for the patient move, I use the cradle holder with each additional helper with the spring to easier the movement of arm during the exercise of the arm with up and down. And for the stage 3 is reduce assist. I design the wheeler which is to help the patient with different load and speed to do the exercise by holding and move the wheeler. For the stage 4, I use the resist for the exercise hand with the squeezy ball to help patient get their movement slowly by squeeze the ball and release. I also designed the roller for the additional support to easier the function, to easier the patient to move. And I designed the holder. The speed scale is used to measure the speed and distance on the arm patient. The speed depends on how patient do the movement of the arm.
For the concept generation, I designed a machine like a chair, and the arm of the chair can be rotated. So how this machine work? Firstly, the patient will sit on the chair, and they will put their hand in the strap at the arm of the chair, and the arm of the chair will be rotated, and the arm will be raised up until like this, and then it will rotate back until its initial position. So how the arm of the chair is rotated? Firstly, it will be rotated by using the motor or not using the motor. When the patient's stroke is still in early stage, they still cannot move their hand by themselves. So this motor will help them to rotate the arm of the chair and help them raise their arm up, going up, and then it will rotate back until its initial position. So to use this motor, firstly we need to connect this chair to the electricity to give the power to the motor, and after that we need to turn on this machine by press on the button, and we need to press the up button and down button to control the movement of the armchair, and after that we have stop button to stop the machine. So when the patient have the strength to move their arm a little bit, so they will not use this motor, so they will rotate the arm of the chair by using their strength. So to add the strength to the hand, we can add the weight to the armchair, and we have elastic rope that can be a resistant or can make the hand become stronger. If we want to see the progress or the capability of the patient when using this machine, we can observe by how far they can lift their hand or can raise their hand by themselves. And to observe this progress, I use the steel protected angle, and by using this we can know the angle when the patient raise their arm. So when then can raise with more angle, so the better of the condition of the patient.
This is my concept generation of the product. So for the first one is the secure arm. So for the first one is secure arm is I use the Velcro strap. This is to secure the arm and tighten the arm with the device. So for the second one is the patient move. I use the hydraulic to move the support arm up and down, and it easy to adjust the movement during the rehab process. So for the next one is the reduce assist. I use the additional weight. It help the patient build muscle and train patient arm. It have the it add the more
more weight and gravity to the patient during the rehab process. So for the next one is the resist. For the resist one, I use the finger blitzer. It it will aid the development of grip strength, endurance, coordinator, speed, and control in fingers and hands. So for the next is for the output reading, I use the stopwatch to measure the speed of capability of the patient when the rehab process. So also I use the spring. It's made easier to adjust the device and resist the movement of the arm during the exercise. So this product have the hydraulic and the spring to move the support of the arm during the rehab process.
Okay, for the concept selection, we make the criteria based on three functions, which is performance, manufacturing, and aesthetic. For the performance, which is the criteria is rehabilitation, effectiveness, time to perform the task, mobility of device, accuracy of the device reading parameter, and product usability. For the manufacturing, the criteria is comply, comply to safety, maintenance and cost, accessibility of the parts, and manufacturing process complexity. For the aesthetic, the criteria is appearance of the device and the machine comfortability. Okay, for the five concept of each member doing for the group will be decided and judged by all our member, which is the concept is the best and to be choose for the final decision. And the judging and the design will be get the marks and will the total marks for the criteria that suitable for the concept.